These guys go into offices not for the people, but for themselves, for their self-interest. Look at what Nigerians are asking for. And this is what is happening across parliaments in Africa.
Nigeria lawmakers say no, Nehi Kaba say there cannot be a lawmaker in this country and they drive their normal cars. He said Nehi. They say they need bulletproof car. I cannot be war. So they need bulletproof car of 465. Okay. He said I don't want use. And the thing go cost 40 billion naira. Okay. Those of us who not in Nigeria, waiting be 40 billion naira. Maybe about $51 million. Now our lawmakers say they want to buy bulletproof car. Maybe they drive. For country we not get light. For country we not get hospital. For country we not. So they even know say we are at war. So they want to protect themselves. Run, leave us. Those of us never watch how they talk.
The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project over the weekend filed a lawsuit against Senate President Godswill Akpabio and Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas over the plan to spend 40 billion naira on 465 exotic and bulletproof cars for members and principal officers of the Senate, as well as 70 billion naira as palliatives for new members.
Guys, this is very pathetic. But I'm going to tell you all something. Until every African from every African country realize that the parliaments in their countries are responsible for the demise of their various countries, Africa is not going to go anywhere. You see, because the parliament has a responsibility to hold the governments of the day accountable. But if the parliamentarians are asking for all these unnecessary stuff, but they don't care about the needs of you, the people, tell me, why wouldn't the governments of the day compromise these members of parliament? So until every African, citizen understand that the parliamentarians are your problems, the parliaments in Africa are your problems. The demise of democracy, the backsliding of democracy, because democracy is backslided in Africa. These guys go into offices not for the people, but for themselves, for their self-interest. Look at what Nigerians are asking for. And this is what is happening across parliaments in Africa. You look at Sierra Leone recently too, before the elections were held. Parliamentarians were asking for $15,000 for medical. This is not including all their salaries they get, the housing allowance, wardrobe allowance, all that stuff, right? But until every African realize that African parliamentarians are the problems of the demise of Africa. Because you see, ruling governments, they should be checked. If you let these ruling governments do whatever they want to do, they will do whatever they want to do. Who's going to hold these ruling governments of the day accountable to build the hospitals that Africans need, to build the infrastructure that our people need, to improve the educational system that is needed badly in Africa, to build on the infrastructure across Africa? How many African countries that have pipe-on water running into their homes of citizens? But until African people, you put aside your tribes, you put aside your regions, you put aside your loyalty to your members of parliament, you take these guys as their demigods until you realize that enough is enough of that foolishness and that African parliaments are your problems. Africa is not ready to go. And sadly, you have people in the diaspora that are supporting these members of parliament too, because they've given up hope. In the diaspora, their only hope is to go into politics to thieve and reap from you people. Africa is not going anywhere. So I saw this and I said I had to say something about this.